What is happening, guys? It is DanielLads1989. Welcome back to the Hereford United career. This is episode 72. Now, after your guys' comments in the last episode, there's a few things obviously I want to go over. The first thing, you guys wanted me to obviously play the semi-finals against Fulham. As much as I would like to play this to go through into the final, we have, as you can see, a really busy fixture in today's episode. So we have Fulham in the semi-finals Carabao Cup. We have Middlesbrough in the FA Cup Round 3, which we'll have to simulate anyway. We then have our first play game at Manchester City, or at home against Manchester City. We then have Everton away, and then we have Manchester United at home, as well as the second leg against Fulham. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to simulate the first two. So I'll simulate Fulham, I'll rotate the side, I will simulate Middlesbrough. We'll then have a full squad to be at home in the first played game against Manchester City. We also then will simulate the second played game. So I'll only play 2 games in today's episode because I will play Manchester United. So I'll play City and I'll play United, both at Edgar Street Stadium. I'll have to simulate both legs of Fulham, the Middlesbrough game and the Everton game, because we have some transfer business to sort out. Because not only obviously did you guys leave your comments about putting some more money into the youth academy, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in it, and all 3 of these I am going to put to England, Scotland and Ireland, and try and get some good youths into the squad now. But we have a bigger problem than that. As you can see in our midfield, Mr. Conor Gallagher has been exceptional, and he's in, I think is he the top assist leader? He was the top assist leader last time I checked in the Premier League. Well, when I go to emails, have a look on your screen. Real Madrid are interested in signing Conor Gallagher. Yeah. Now, for that kind of money, they are not going to get a deal, because Conor Gallagher is worth a lot more than that. So because it's Real Madrid, I can't really say no. Borussia Dortmund, when they came in with a low estimated value, we said no. Even 65 off Napoli, we said no. If they want Conor Gallagher, and I know Real Madrid have the money, I want 75. So I'm going to start the bidding at 75, and then I at least want 65, what Napoli offered us. So they've got that range of money where we will accept. If they are not willing to negotiate, we will keep hold of Conor Gallagher, because obviously Real Madrid are a much bigger club than we are. You know, I'd like to say we're a top 10, maybe even top 6 club now in the Premier League with the talent that we have, but unless they are willing to splash the cash, I'm not willing to let him go. So what I will do is, I will rotate the side, because obviously a few players are still tired. We will simulate the first Fulham game of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, and then we'll continue from there. Semi-final of the Carabao Cup. I have rotated the side only a little bit, but I've gone with Dembele, Kirk Wilson, Harry Wilson on the right side, even though he's a little bit tired. Wall and Gallagher in midfield together. Possibly could be Gallagher's last game for us, we're not sure yet. Maitland-Niles in the sitting position. Kolasinac, Mings, Malang Sarr and Tommy Doyle in the right back position, and Griffiths in goal. It should be enough to get the win in the first leg. I'm pretty confident, even with tired legs. As you can see, a 3-0 win, even with tired legs. Conor Gallagher scores first, 19 minutes in, Dembele 42 minutes in, and then that looks like Tyler Wall finishes it off in the 76th minute. So quite happy to say, even in the second leg, simulating that game, we should go through to the final, which, as you saw, Wolves against Chelsea, I presume we will be against Chelsea in the final, which we will play. Excuse me. So you're just going to have to bear with us a little bit in this one, guys. As you can see, another transfer offer here, this time for Miranda, and selling him for that kind of money when he is our backup centre-back would be silly, really. Unless we get, obviously, the huge amount that we're looking for with Conor Gallagher, I won't be looking to replace anybody just yet. So we're through in the Carabao Cup into the final. We are at the 3rd round of the FA Cup against Middlesbrough, so I'll fully rotate the side to make sure that we have a 100% strong side against City at home, because City is going to be no pushover at home, and as far as I will remember, or if no previous matches have been played since, we still should be at the top of the Premier League. We only just got there by beating Tottenham, which I was really shocked about, the way that we beat Tottenham. And I'm hoping that we will continue our good form. So I'll rotate the side around and then we'll simulate the middles for a game in the FA Cup. There we are then, guys, fully rotated the side round. As you can see, Locke on the left-hand side, Aubameyang up top, Fernandez on the right-hand side, Patrick Roberts in the middle in the cam position, with Gallagher sitting in the centre-mid position. I've put Doyle in the sitting position in between the two centre-backs. I've gone Thomas, Amadou, Miranda, Paslak in defence, and I've put McNeil in goal. Should be enough to get a result off a mid-table Middlesbrough side, and I'm quite comfortable to say we should get we actually get a 2-0 loss, so I'm not sure if that's us. I would imagine it's us out of the FA Cup, but never mind. If anything, it will just knock us out of another cup, so we've got more stamina for the rest of the, obviously we're in the final of the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup, so I'm not really bothered about the FA Cup. It can we can be left out early, so I will continue simulating forward, guys. If I get any more transfer news before the Man City game, I will let you know. If not, I will see you at the Edgar Street Stadium. More transfer news then, guys. As you can see, Aston Villa have bidded for Dembele, £24.7 million. Now, Aston Villa are in a relegation battle at the minute. We are a lot higher than them, obviously, in the Premier League status. And for that kind of money, I'm not even going to consider that. I would want at least 50 million for Dembele. He's 22 years old. He can play left or right wing. He's been brilliant for us so far this season. Aston Villa are not going to swoop in and get a cheap deal. And as you can see, the Conor Gallagher deal, Real Madrid are now not interested, asking for the money that we want. That's absolutely fine. I was more than willing to let Conor Gallagher go. It was Real Madrid, you can't say no. But if they are not willing to pay the right kind of money, what we've already been offered for him, Napoli offered us £65 million for him, and we said no. So I'm not obviously going to drop my price just because it's Real Madrid and they want him. I was certainly happy to, to negotiate with them. But if they're not willing to pay that, Conor Gallagher is staying put. Moving on, the football. As you can see, we are second to Liverpool, who have probably the better goal difference, which is why they are top of the table and we're not. Manchester City are chasing us in 4th place. If they get the win here, they will be right behind us. So we need to be at our best. We should be at 100% with the squad now, because obviously I rotated the side. Everybody is good to go. I'll see you at the Edgar Street Stadium. Here we go then, guys. First played game of the episode. We are at home. We're at the Edgar Street Stadium. We have Manchester City. As we saw at the menu, they are chasing us, and I'm sure that they're going to be coming here for a win to try and catch us up. We sit on 44 points. I think they're on 40 points, so they definitely need a win. We've been in really good form. I want to continue our form and show City that we are here to at least get a top 3 finish. A top 3 finish would really solidify us for possibly even winning the title next season. I don't think we'll win it this season. I don't think we've quite got the legs and the depth, especially compared to Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, a few of the other big 4 teams, if you like. We seem to be struggling for depth. So I'm hoping that we'll get a result here. I'll be happy with a draw. If we get that and we manage to keep at the top end of the table, a top 3 finish would be the greatest thing to happen and really solidify us for next season. Make some big signings next season. Who knows what could happen, but for now we've got to concentrate on trying to keep out Manchester City. Going to be no easy thing whatsoever, especially with the kind of talent they've got going forward. So let's have a look at the lineups as we line up. Josh Griffiths in goal today, Tommy Doyle, Malang Sarr, Maitland-Niles, Tyrone Mings, Kolasinac in defence, Conor Gallagher, Tyler Wall in midfield. I've gone Harry Wilson, I've gone Aubameyang, and I've gone Dembele. Aubameyang more for the experience up front. Hopefully his finishing can help us, but as City line up, Edison in goal. They've still got Diaz, they've got Maguire, again the strangest signing I've ever seen. Rodri in midfield with Phil Foden, Jesus, Torres and Sterling up top. They are going to be no easy target today whatsoever. Fingers crossed. Here's Tyrone Mings forward towards Wall. Here's Maitland-Niles going to try and find Harry Wilson in a wide position here if he can bring it down. He did bring it down, but he's only knocked it out for a City throw on the far side. City have had the majority of possession here early in the first 15 minutes or so, and I'm just trying to keep our position, trying to pinch the ball and see if I can get forward on a counter-attack. That seems to be our strongest method going forward, trying to counter-attack teams, but obviously that allows them to then push on to us. But here come City with Torres through the middle, tries to get it to Foden, back towards Torres. That's a great ball and an even better save from Josh Griffiths, keeping us in the game early. A quick 1-2 there between Torres and Foden, and it almost created the first goal of the game. They have themselves a corner here, Foden to take, whips that in. We should be able to clear this with Tommy Doyle. He doesn't, and that is a fantastic header from Gabriel Jesus off the post and in to make City 1-0 up in this game. We'll have another look at it. I thought Tommy Doyle was going to get there to it first. Foden whips a great ball in, straight into the middle. Tommy Doyle goes up for it. He can't beat Gabriel Jesus to it. Conor Gallagher tries to clear it off the line. It's just too far in that top corner for him to get up. And that is City 1-0 ahead. City are continuing their pressure here, guys, with another corner. And Dembele up with a brilliant header to try and clear that away. Ball comes back down the line towards Foden. Conor Gallagher trying to shorten the gap between the two, but that's a decent ball back around the corner to Foden. Malang Sarr gets a block on it. Can we get the ball up the pitch now and try and get on a counter-attack? It's a decent ball. If Tyler Wall can get there first, we could be in here on a counter-attack. Tyler Wall to shoot, and that is a brilliant save from Ederson. We are good at our counter-attacks. We've got speed, we've got pace, and we've got power going forward. Tyler Wall was the first to it, and Ederson had to be called upon for a good save there. Can we get this ball on target here with Harry Wilson? It's way over the top of the bar. 2 minutes added on here, guys, before half-time, and it's literally been the story of City have just been better and more clinical than us. But let's try and get something before half-time. Here's Harry Wilson using his pace to get past the defender with a really good turn there. See if I can get this in the box just before half-time. Aubameyang up for the header and into Ederson's gloves. We will go into the half 1-0 down. Into the second half we go then, guys, and quite simply it's been all one way. We had one effort on goal through Tyler Wall. That is it. They've had all the possession, they've had all the chances, and obviously, as you saw with Gabriel Jesus, he buried their chance in off the post, and as you can see here, straight away from kick-off, they are looking to get in behind. Malang Sarr was called upon, and they got themselves a corner here. Is that a free kick to us? I'm not sure what just happened there, but as you can see, his one attempt was his one goal. We have a free kick here. It must have been a handball on Gabriel Jesus' part, but let's see if we can get forward early in this second half. Conor Gallagher running forward, and I haven't really got a free pass anywhere. Here's Tyler Wall. Let's see if I can get this down this far side. If Dembele will come short for me, I'll go to Aubameyang. And Harry Wilson has come short. I'll have an effort with Harry Wilson, which ricochets off a defender. Let's see if we can get anything with Aubameyang here around the corner. Maitland-Niles to have a go here again. It's blocked out. We're really struggling to get anything on City here, but play will continue for now. There's Maitland-Niles on towards Conor Gallagher. Use Tommy Doyle there, back to Conor Gallagher. See if I can get Tommy Doyle down the far side here. I've got a couple of white shirts in the box. Let's see if we can get a decent cross in. It's blocked and it will be out for a corner. We are trying to come back at them here. I'm going to take Maitland-Niles off and put Amadou on, who's just a bit more defensive, and they are taking Torres off. That suits me down to the ground, and they're also bringing Darwin Núñez on, somebody we were looking at to bring it in. The City have just brought him on. Hopefully that won't be the cursor. But Maitland-Niles going off for us, Amadou coming on. I'm just going to swing this in and try and get Malang Sarr on it, but up against Harry Maguire and loses out. Here's Dembele with a long-range effort and not bad at all. Ball lofted forward, and it's a decent header down by Aubameyang. Here's Conor Gallagher. Just used Tommy Doyle, who's running forward here, and hopefully we can try and get something here with Tommy Doyle. I need the right pass. Just put this into Tyler Wall. Have an effort with Tyler Wall, and he's hit it off the bar. Tommy Doyle up for the header. Still maybe a chance. So close to an equaliser. What do we have to do in this game to get equal? But City coming forward now. Sterling on the far side. We've got to be careful we don't concede straight after creating a chance at the other end. That's a really good pass around the corner. And Malang Sarr trying to follow the ball as much as possible. He does get a really good tackle in, but it's dropped to Darwin Núñez at the edge of the box. Phil Ford and onto Jesus, trying to get another tackle in with Tyler Wall. He's missed it, round the corner, blocked, and it's out for a City corner. so close to equalising with Tyler Wall. And thankfully Tyra Mings gets a good block in there. They do have a corner. Can we try and counter-attack from this? As you can see at the bottom where the map is, guys, they haven't got many defenders back. If we can get rid of this, and we do manage to get rid of it, can we bring it away now for a counter-attack? Here is Harry Wilson, has a chance on his own. I might wait for Aubameyang and try and pull it back. Maybe I should have just hit that. Probably made the wrong decision. Here's Darwin Núñez coming forward, taking his time with the ball here. And towards Rodri. Rodri's found him round the corner, and thankfully that's going to be out for a goal kick. Not long left in this game, guys. Less than 30 odd seconds in real time, and then plus stoppage time. We've tried so hard, 2 minutes added on, we've tried so hard to get back in this game after conceding early in the first half. We just haven't managed to break them down enough to get through on goal and get a golden chance. But there goes the full-time whistle, and it's a defeat at home to City. Back at the menu then, guys, and as you can see there, Jesus was the difference between the two teams. He got the early goal in the first half. We tried our best to come back at City in the second half. We just couldn't do enough. The closest we came, hitting the crossbar with Tyler Wall. So we have to take it on the chin. It's just one of them. We have to keep going. We're in second place. We're still in a good position. Liverpool have got 3 points on us now. They must have obviously won their last game, which solidifies them at the top of the table. So we will have to simulate this next game against Everton, guys, because like I said, I don't want to drag this episode out too long for you with 4 simulated games and 2 played games, and then obviously the transfer business as well. Nothing has gone through transfer-wise just yet. Obviously, Real Madrid were interested in Conor Gallagher. It's not happened. So I will simulate this game, and then we'll see what happens for the rest of the transfer window. Everton away then, guys, for our next Premier League game. Like I said, it should have been the second played game, but I don't think we're going to get time to do everything plus 3 played games. So I'll simulate this one, and then we'll play the last game. So as you can see, I've rotated the side. We've had to through tired legs. So I've gone Roberts on the left-hand side, Fernandes on the right-hand side, Kirk Wilson up top. I've had to go O'Reilly and Gallagher in midfield. Maitland-Niles keeps his place in the sitting position. Thomas, Miranda, Amadou, Paslak in defence. And Josh Griffiths keeps his place in goal. I am hoping for at least a draw. Every time we've played Everton, they've always had Griezmann and Lamar on. We get a win. That will do nicely, guys. Patrick Roberts with the first goal. No, it wasn't, sorry. They scored 3 minutes in and missed a penalty 7 minutes in. And then Patrick Roberts makes it 1-1. And then in the 76th minute, Conor Gallagher puts us in front for 3 points against Everton. We will quite happily take that. It will keep us at the top end of the table where we want to finish this season. And we will now simulate forward if we don't get... Oh, here we go. Interest for Edouard. Who has gone in for Edouard? Oh, it's Hanover 96 have gone in for Edouard, 28.9 million. Well, because we haven't got that kind of money yet, we can't compete. But we've also got a bid here off Sporting. Is that a player as well? I think they've offered us a player as well and some money. Let's have a quick look. Who have they offered us? 32-year-old right back at 69 rated. No, thank you very much. I don't want that. Well, we might have to miss out on Edouard, unfortunately, but never mind, guys. So what I'll do is I'll simulate forward, and if we get to the Fulham game with no transfer news, obviously we'll simulate that one, but any transfer news I will let you know. Second leg of the EFL Cup then, guys. As we know, we have a 3-0 lead from earlier in the episode. Should be a fairly standard win this. Even a 1-1 draw, anything like that will see us through to the final. So we lost that game, but it ends 4-2 on aggregate. So let's have a look who scored. They scored first, and then Kirk Wilson scored in the 71st minute, and they steal a 90th minute winner to win that game. But the overall 4-2 on aggregate, we will go through to the final. I'll have a quick look for you whether it's Wolves or Chelsea that we are going through in the final. It will be Chelsea we are going through in the final. As you can see, they've got a 2-0 lead on Harrogate. I can't see them losing their second game, so we will have Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final in the next episode, which I will certainly play for you. Don't want to miss out on that. It seems to be the cup that we've done really well in so far. And as you can see, Harry Maguire has gone back to Real Madrid. So he's left City now and gone back to Real Madrid. There's something. So I'll simulate forward while I'm on with you, see if we get any more transfer news. If not, we will play the last played game of the episode against Manchester United. We'll finish up the transfer deadline day, and then we'll move on into next episode. Let's just have a quick look. Have we got anything here? Not just rescheduling the matches. And simulate forward. I would presume we'll have to play the game before doing transfer deadline day. We certainly will. So we are at home against Manchester United. We got the win in the simulated game against Everton, and we need to keep the wins coming in. So I'll see you at the Edgar Street Stadium. Into the last played game of the episode then, guys. We are at home. We're at the Edgar Street Stadium. We have Manchester United. Every time we've played Manchester United, they've beaten us in the past. It always seems to be Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes that causes the problems for us. Hopefully that won't be today's story. Hopefully we can cause them some trouble and keep the points ticking over. As we said at the menu, if we want that top 3 finish and want to solidify ourselves as a top 3 contender for next season to win the title, we need to be beating the likes of Manchester United, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Arsenal. We've got to be winning these games. So when it comes to these games, we have to be performing. I'm hoping that we can do that today. And here is the lineup for today. So Josh Griffiths in goal, Tommy Doyle, Malang Sarr, Maitland-Niles, Tyrone Mings and Kolasinac in defensive positions. Conor Gallagher and O'Reilly in midfield today. Harry Wilson, Kirk Wilson and Dembele. Hoping it's going to be a strong enough team to at least get a draw, if not a win. We are at home. We've got the whole crowd behind us. We need to bounce back off that City game and put the goal in the back of the net. So we'll wait for Manchester United's lineup. Here it comes. I would presume Pickford in goal, as Pickford was bought off them last season. Wan-Bissaka, Ramirez, Tarkowski, James Maddison in midfield, Bruno Fernandes and Sancho, the two causing a lot of problems. They've got a very strong lineup. We have to be prepared and we have to be ready for a battle. So fingers crossed, guys. Here's Dembele sprinting at Manchester United's back line here. We have possession early if I can get that ball in. Kirk Wilson to bring that down. Really good touch by him. And Harry Wilson is in a good position out wide. Whips that across goal and just puts it over. I'm not sure if Jordan Pickford got a touch on it or it just went over. We'll have a look here. I think he did get a good touch on it. It was going in the top corner. Pickford got a really strong hand to it. Whip this across, looking for Malang Sarr up for the header. It's going to drop for Harry Wilson towards the edge of the box. The danger will continue if we can stop Jadon Sancho running away with it. But play will continue for now. There's James Maddison in midfield. Decent pass forward and keeping hold of possession well here. Manchester United. There's Sancho and trying to get the ball in dangerous position, but thankfully Maitland-Niles gets a good tackle in. I'm going to try and send this over to Harry Wilson on the far side, who's completely free and takes a brilliant first touch if he can get an effort away here, which he can, and he can put us 1-0 ahead. What a finish that is from Harry Wilson. Talk about a top draw finish. That is right up there with the best of them. Maybe a contender for goal of the season. Let me know, guys, in the comments. Great first touch from Harry Wilson, and what an effort that is off the underside of the crossbar and in the back of the net for 1-0. United at the edge of our box here and trying to pressure and get in. Tyrone Mings gets a good tackle in. We try and get it away. Conor Gallagher try and get this through to Maitland-Niles, but they've dragged it straight back. Here's James Maddison looking for the run. We get a good tackle in again, trying to get forward, and Harry Wilson is making another good run on the far side if I can get it to him. And United have cleared it and they're coming straight back at us. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Jadon Sancho was offside there. He was going to play the pass, but he was offside. He's onside now, and back to Bruno. Manchester United taking the time here, but certainly coming forward with intent. James Maddison whips that towards goal, and thankfully it's put it over the top of the bar. Okay, Manchester United are coming forward and trying to get level in this game. Keeping hold of the ball well. James Maddison forward to Bruno Fernandes, and Tyrone Mings trying to stop him here. Managed to stop him well. Get this ball to Conor Gallagher down towards Maitland-Niles. I was going to pass that out to Harry Wilson, who was on the run, but United have picked possession back up. Tyrone Mings with another good interception. Here's O'Reilly, and again Harry Wilson is completely free on the far side. We have advantage. I might be able to find Harry Wilson on the far side here if he can provide a decent cross towards Kirk Wilson, up for the header and cleared into James Maddison. Not long until half time, guys. 1 minute added on. As you can see, Bruno breaking in midfield here. Decent ball over the top, and Kolasinac will collect, and we should go into the break here with a 1-0 lead. We will. Into the second half we go then, guys. Manchester United have had more possession, they've had more chances, but we scored ours. Harry Wilson with a beautiful run, great first touch and a sublime finish in the top corner to put us 1-0 ahead. Manchester United have had it all their way since that, but thankfully they haven't managed to hit the back of the net, whereas we have managed to do that, and we might be able to do it again here with a great ball from Amadou into Conor Gallagher. Witness towards the back post, looking for Dembele. It's dropped towards O'Reilly, back into the box. Kirk Wilson trying to bring it down. Here's Harry Wilson, and Harry Wilson was in an offside position off Kirk Wilson's shot, I think. As you'll see here, he just slipped offside. Play will continue. That's a really good ball out towards Sancho, and he's sprinting towards our goal here. Tommy Doyle to try and stop him. Gets a good block in for a Manchester United corner. Not letting up here, Man United. They certainly want to get back into this game. We need to defend for our lives. Decent header towards goal from Sancho, but thankfully he's missed. Here's Sancho sprinting forward down this far side. I've had to pull over with Malang Sarr as Tommy Doyle is out of position. I'm trying to get him in close here. It's a decent cross in. Kolasinac gets the header away. Volley from the edge of the box, and Griffiths with a brilliant save. For a split second there, I thought that volley was going straight in the top corner. Really good effort from outside the box. Josh Griffiths with two good gloves to it to keep us in front in this game. Here's Maddison. Maddison being chased by Conor Gallagher. Good tackle in by Gallagher. James Maddison with the throw. Throws it down the line and gets that straight into Wan-Bissaka. Down the line again. And that's a really good pass around the corner. Trying to stop something building here, but Sancho is coming in the box. Malang Sarr just manages to get it away. If we can get this headed. United coming forward here, decent ball around the corner and just trying to keep them out as much as possible. Pushing forward with Tyrone Mings there. They might have got in, but thankfully O'Reilly tracks back and Mings tracks back, and we do clear it away. Kirk Wilson win the header, he doesn't. That's won by Wan-Bissaka in towards James Maddison. Round the corner again. Thankfully Tyrone Mings is there to stop it progressing, and we just can't seem to get out of our own half here. Ball around the corner. Here's Bruno. He gets the shot away and he's hit the post. We just about managed to survive, but the chance has not gone. James Maddison has the chance here. James Maddison with the effort and into Griffiths' gloves. Not long left here, guys, and 3 minutes added on. They are still putting pressure on our goal, and thankfully Bruno has missed it. They have been relentless in this second half to try and get back in this game. I don't know how we've managed to keep them out, but Josh Griffiths deserves a gold medal with the amount of saves he's made in this second half. James Maddison forward. We just need to survive for this extra stoppage time, and we will steal a win off Manchester United. Down the line again, Sancho to whip the ball across, and again Josh Griffiths makes the save, and there goes the full-time whistle. We will get the win against Manchester United. Back at the menu then, guys, and if it wasn't for Josh Griffiths, as you can see here, we would not have won that game. Harry Wilson gets the early goal in the first half with a sublime finish, and the whole of the second half we were just trying to keep out Manchester United. We managed to keep them out and take home the 3 points. Really delighted with how that's gone. We have transfer deadline day now. As you can see, there's already some big moves that have gone through in this window. I think we were right in saying that Harry Maguire moved again. I think we did before, but we'll go through the roundup after the transfer deadline day, guys. So what I'll do is I'll obviously start simulating forward. If we get any transfer news, I will let you know. Bit of transfer news for you guys. Kirk Wilson getting the bid this time from Ansberg. 12.5 million plus a player. Let's have a look at the player that they've offered. A 28-year-old centre defensive mid at 16 million and plus 12. No, thank you very much. We don't want that. Another transfer bid then, guys, and it's from Fiorentina for Amadou. Now, Amadou at 32 years old is not going to be obviously worth a lot, but to lose his presence in the team, he's a lot more valued than the money, so I'm going to go ahead and reject that one. Last 2 hours of the transfer window then, guys. Doesn't look like we're going to get any more business that's going to happen, so oh, we might do actually. On the last day, a bid from Bayern Munich for Conor Gallagher. Well, with 1 hour left in the window, there's no chance I'm going to get a deal done for the amount of money I want for him, and also be able to replace him. So again, another one for Kirk Wilson. It's not going to happen. We're not going to get, with 1 hour left. If they'd have done it like, you know, when I got the one for Amadou and the rest of them, it might have been possible to get a deal done. But with 1 hour left in the transfer window, I'm not going to be able to get a deal done, let alone that. I'm not going to be able to replace him. I think it looks like we've got more offers here after the transfer window. It's certainly something FIFA need to fix, about having deals after the transfer window. It just makes 0 sense. Transfer window closed, and Leipzig were actually looking again for another player, and that's not going to happen either. So transfer business all done, guys. We will do a quick roundup for you before I end today's episode, and we'll find out who has gone where. Just onto transfer, I wasn't sure where I was going then. So let's have a look at the biggest deals and see who's gone where. We haven't actually done anything in this window because we haven't had the money to do it. We haven't sold anybody either because we couldn't agree on a price. So as we saw Rashford last time go to Atletico, we saw Saka. I'll try and get the right ones this time. Tielemans, I don't think we saw that. 104 million to AC Milan. That is a huge move for him. Not sure how to pronounce his name, but from Roma to Liverpool for £93.6 million. Big signing there for Liverpool. Lordy, we saw last time Harvey Elliott leaving Liverpool and going to Barcelona for £72.4 million. I don't think we saw that last time. Sadio Mane going to Real Madrid. Liverpool doing a lot of business in this window. Tammy Abraham going to Brighton, £69 million there. We saw Neves, I think we saw Rafinha, we saw Verratti. Another signing there, leaving Manchester United, going to Lazio for £66 million there. Clark leaving, going to West Ham for £65 million. Generated player there. He looks a bit of alright. 84 rated, decent player. Let's have a look. Asensio we saw. Sarr we saw at the start of the season. Cancelo, did we see that at the start of the season? I think we did. Cancelo moving to Barcelona, £61 million there. And let's have a look if any of the other ones we saw. Lacroix's move. Any other big moves that stand out? Fofana going to Barcelona, £54 million there. We saw the Curtis Jones move. Doesn't look like anybody that we haven't seen. We saw the Tomori move at the start of the season, and that's your lineup, guys. So a couple of big moves, but nothing major in this window, and unfortunately we couldn't get any business done ourselves. So I will leave you there, guys. Thank you very much for your support as always. Drop me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Tune in to Hereford United. We will finish this season up, and hopefully we'll get a top 3 finish, and we'll solidify ourselves for next season. So same again, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Drop me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next episode. It's been Daniel as 1989. Love you. Bye.